Just gets a little bit more complex, but very similar to the other fractional equations that we were dealing with. We're hoping that it's linear, but we won't know until we get rid of the fractions completely. So the first step would be, what is the common denominator? Well, I'm not going to be able to tell until I get this x squared minus 5x plus 6 factored. So what are factors of 6 that add up to negative 5? Well, they're going to be x minus 2 and x minus 3. This is a boon because the denominators of the fractions on the left are x minus 2 and x minus 3. If they weren't, this would be a very difficult problem to deal with. So again, we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the common denominator. In this case, we're going to be multiplying by these two factors. So I'm going to multiply everybody by x minus 2 and x minus 3. And then also this side, x minus 2 and x minus 3. And on this, the left-hand side, we're going to have to distribute it. On the right-hand side, it's a single term, so it'll just be straight multiplication. Alright, so when these two factors hit this term, the x minus 3's are going to cancel out, and you're going to be left with 5 times x minus 2. So this factor of 5 and that x minus 2 that's left in our common denominator. Plus, when these two factors hit the second term, the factor of x minus 2 is going to cancel. You're going to be left with this positive 2 and this x minus 3. So you're going to have 2 times, 2 times x minus 3. On the other side, when these two factors hit this term, the complete denominator is going to go away, and you're left with 15x. Alright. And now, again, we got a nice straight line of equation. Get rid of the parentheses, combine like terms, get the x's on one side, and yada yada yada. So here we got 5x minus 10. Distribute here, we're going to get a positive 2x minus 6. And on the other side, of course, is that 15x. Remember, after you get rid of parentheses, combine like terms. On the same side here is this 2x and the 5x. That'll give us 7x. We have a negative 10 and a negative 6. That'll give us negative 16. And then on the other side is that 15x. The next step after combining the like terms is getting the x's on the same side of the equation. You could move the 15x over here, but it doesn't seem like it would work out really well. Probably be better if we move the 7x the other way. Since it's a positive 7x, we're going to subtract it from both sides. A little note, this sign is irrelevant to what we're going to do to this 7x because it falls to the right of it. We only worry about signs that fall to the left of them, and this 7 being positive makes this one down here being negative. Alright, we're going to get that 0. 0 minus 16, of course, is negative 16. Is equal to 15 minus 7 is 8x. And remember, we're only concentrating on the side that has the x on it, so we need to get rid of the 8. The operation that's connecting the 8 and the x is multiplication, so we're going to divide both sides by that 8. And of course, 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times x, of course, is x. And then negative 16 divided by positive 8 is negative 2. And again, you can use that reflexive property to write it x equals negative 2. Now we got to be careful, especially with these fractions. We have to make sure that this answer, x equals negative 2, is allowable in this original expression. The numbers that it definitely cannot be are 3 and positive 2. That it's negative 2 is perfectly fine, then it must be a solution to this equation.